Arguably, Season 4 of Disventure Camp is probably the best cast of Disventure Camp ever. There not being really any standout bad characters. And there's many people who can be considered as fan favorites, such as... A lot can be classified as some of your favorites, such as Anastasia, Logan, and Jade. But none of them compare to the fucking GOAT, Benji! In this video, I'll be explaining why Benji is the best character in Disventure Camp Season 4. Heck, maybe even the best character in fiction in general. I genuinely do not think anyone can stand up to this man. We'll be starting with explaining his time in Disventure Camp, starting from episode 1 to 5. To be honest, episode 1 doesn't really focus on Benji that much, but the stuff that we do have with him, I think is pretty interesting. Starting off with, they kind of tease a friendship with Benji and Diego, but sadly it didn't go anywhere, and they instead made Diego have a friendship with Hannah, which in my opinion is kind of sad, because I think a Diego and Benji friendship would have been really interesting to see.
Thanks for that. Glad some of us have a good head on our shoulders.
Oh yeah, I'm all about giving good head.
I'm gonna walk away now. Spoke too soon.
I know for a fact everyone's gonna disagree with me with this. When that happened, I knew Benji was gonna be comedic genius. That scene genuinely made me laugh so hard. Jesus Christ. Because I kind of thought Benji was gonna be gay, which I don't know if he is. But, dude, that scene was straight up so flippin' funny. And the fact that no one agrees with me and saying that scene wasn't even that funny, I don't know. That's one of the reasons why Benji is the GOAT of Disventure Camp. And I hope everyone sees that scene was comedic genius, because it actually was. Being honest, challenge-wise, episode 1, he didn't do that much in challenge-wise for Benji, so let's just go on for episode 2. Episode 2, I feel like there's not really anything major to do with Benji, but I do think it established Benji's key character trait. Not really thinking what he's saying, him being socially awkward, which has been shown when he basically, well, I'll just play the scene right now.
For red. I have taken my glasses off for this. Ow, that actually kind of hurt. Well, you know, you're a model. Sorry, no, I just meant...
Personally, I think this is one of the best scenes to do with Benji. This shows Benji's key character trait, how he's awkward, socially inconfident, and I think this could lead to some good interactions if he ever makes it to the merge. And I do think that him and Anastasia would make a good dynamic, and I feel like Benji does need to find more friendships, and I feel like Benji's the easiest to just, like, become friends with some other people, because in my opinion, he's kind of easy character to make mix with other characters, and I really think this is probably the best thing to do with Benji. It quickly establishes his character and all that. So this episode's also a really important episode for Spencer. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna say it's probably the most important episode with Spencer in. The reasons are because it quickly establishes his backstory about how he's a law student but he doesn't want to be it, and his parents have high expectations for him, and yeah.
Kinda hard when they're all flops.
Let's not get cocky, my friends.
Cock.
What is your problem?
What?
Are we in 3rd grade?
But it's funny, right? Come on. Anybody? No? Dad does call me immature.
What do you do for a living again?
I'm a law student.
You're what? Like current? Homie passed the LSAT?
Barely.
Running into traffic would be safer than having you as a lawyer.
Amelie is right. Blunt, but right. Getting into law school is the only thing I ever actually tried to succeed in, and it wasn't even for me. It was for my parents. and I still got a low score on the LSAT. I want to win this show, so I can quit law and start a new life. Maybe figure out actual goals for myself.
This scene is also big for Benji because it also establishes his backstory with his parents putting way too much pressure on him and him wanting to be something else besides a law student. And I genuinely think this makes him rootable. And yeah. Also establishes one of his key character traits. Him wanting to make people laugh. With him doing the cocky joke. Which shows how he wants to make people laugh and just wants to have a good time. And also establishes his key relationships with his small friendship with Diego and Hannah. With him hanging out with them most of the time. The next scene is going to be during the challenge when he has a truth or dare. I'm guessing it's a truth, where he has to show his cosplays. This scene is really vital for Benji because it shows how he wants to be judged as much as everyone thinks he does, with him being kind of looking a bit sad when everyone's laughing at him and trusting confident in him. So it shows that he does have a bit of social anxiety. Next scene I will be talking about is a scene where Hannah tries to get Benji to vote with her.
Benji, have Jade and Spencer talked to you?
No? Why?
Perfect! You have to vote with me and Amelie. We're taking out Spencer.
Why him?
He lost us the challenge. Plus, he's been throwing out my ally's name to everyone.
Yeah, sure. I'm down. Why was I not consulted by Spencer? Am I that lame?
This scene is also really important for Benji because it shows how much he wants to be included in the group's plans. And it shows how hurt he is that he wasn't included in Spencer's alliance. And yeah, so it basically shows how he wants to be included and how hurt he was that he wasn't even invited in Benji in Spencer's alliance. Heck, I feel like he was somewhat hurt that he was even in Hannah's alliance.
Make friends. What's wrong, Benji?
I want to know why I wasn't included in tonight's vote. You know I would have voted for Amelie.
Aw, Benj. Sorry, but it wasn't me who rounded everyone up.
Then who was?
Spencer and Jade.
Do those two not like me?
Well, you did vote for Spencer. Not really your best foot forward.
But Hannah told me to.
Oh, there's always next time. Try to find your peeps. You know, people you get along with. Like me, Tristan, and Zaid.
I guess.
This is also really important to Benji's character because it also still reflects how he wants people to appreciate him. But I'm just gonna say this real quick. Ivy's such a fucking dick to Benji in this scene. Oh my god, you should find some more your peeps. It's bro, shut up. She was like, oh, you should find your peeps and that. And she said, oh, you voted him out, so maybe that's no reason why did you invite you in the alliance. Are you brain dead? When they recruited the alliances before the vote, how dumb are you? I don't hate Ivy as much as other people, but come on, don't disrespect Benji like that.
Could I get some advice?
Sure.
What do you do if you like someone?
Oh, quite the bombshell, Miss Tanko.
Maybe, but I'm worried pursuing someone can ruin my game.
Don't be silly.
Think about it. Love makes you reckless. Choosing to do things to protect your partner over yourself, it ruins the whole point of being here.
Is there no way to fall in love and...
Hey, what's poppin'?
Benji, you just made yourself an enemy.
I kid you not, I somewhat giggle every time I see this scene. This scene is so funny, I think, again, I might be repeating myself because I said this with the giving head joke. This might be one of, if not the funniest jokes of the whole show. How Benji, because the context was that Diego had interest in Spencer, so Spencer got Jade to try to lose interest in him, basically giving him advice saying like, oh, that is bad because is bad for your game. You might not win the money. But then Benji like overheard that, and him being being in his character want to be included. He decided like, I have a good idea. I should make Diego hate Spencer, and he starts saying stuff to Diego, and it backfires completely, and Spencer and Jade now hate Benji. I just really think that shows how Benji has poor social skills and how he can easily mess stuff up, which in my opinion is the secret charm of Benji. And the challenge he was entertaining, but there's nothing else I think I could really bring up. Like, I think he's entertaining, but I don't think there's any outright fun moments. Also, I'm just gonna say this real quick. I love Benji's and Spencer's dynamic. I absolutely love it. I hope Benji and Spencer make it far, and they kind of have a one-sided rivalry.
Bada bing, bada boom. Things aren't looking great for me, but ta-da! A real immunity totem. This is a bluff to buy me a few more days. I know I'm not the poker player, but there's a reason he's still in, right?
Hey, Benji.
Morning, Ivy.
You alright, man?
I just went on a jog and my arms are so sore. Man, I gotta stretch them. Well, I'm off to do more jogging. Catch you later.
Oh my gosh.
This was also a really good scene for Benji because it shows his humor and also continues to show his poor social skills. And also, I think it also adds a new layer into his character with him having a bit of a strategy on his hand. We're trying them to think that he's the idol. I know it didn't really pay off, but I do think it does show that Benji is a bit strategic, and I feel like he's more strategic than people give him credit for, to be honest.
Oh, look! Hi, Trevor and Derek. I'm Benji. And look, I have an idol. I'd like to play it for, myself.
Yes, I was going to do exactly that.
Can we stay focused?
So your proposal is we vote Spencer. Why?
You, Zaid, and Tristan have the power to throw off the biggest power duo in this game.
Spencer and Jade? I thought Spencer and Diego were the real duo.
Either way, Spencer is involved. This could be the perfect time to do it.
That is a solid argument.
Yeah, props. At least you didn't show us a stick and call it an idol.
It looks like an idol.
Benji, I'm going to break this to you so gently. It looks like a fucking stick.
Okay, I'm gonna start this part off with just saying, fuck you, Ivy. That does not look like a fucking stick. No matter how you look at it. If it was a stick, it would be a really fucking chunky stick. It doesn't even look like a stick. Like, fuck you, Ivy. I bet you couldn't do any better. Just want to get that off my chest. And also, dude, Tristan, I'm not proud of you, dude. You really confident Benji when he was in his cosplay, then you were making fun of him. Tristan, I thought you were a nice guy. I'm a bit mad at you, Tristan. I'm a bit mad at all you guys in the Vibe Tribe. I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. But this also does continue to show how Benji doesn't really like to be made fun of as people. I feel like one of the biggest misunderstandings that I think people think that Benji likes to be made fun of. I don't think he does. I think he's just hiding it under his I feel like he has a mask or something. That might sound really dumb. But I think his character's like, I think he's wants to make everyone laugh, but I don't think he likes to be made fun of. I think that's a really cool, interesting part about Benji. Like, he doesn't want to be made fun of, but he wants to make people laugh and make people overall just happy. But people like Ivy don't appreciate him, apparently. So at the end of this video, this is what I think Benji's key character traits are. One to make people laugh, is a bit socially in-depth, basically socially awkward, and he doesn't really want to be made fun of, but he likes to make people laugh. And I hope after this video, I don't think it's getting that much views, to be honest. I think I'm getting like the average amount, average amount I normally get, which is around like 100. But I hope people really do appreciate Benji, because in my opinion, the Benji standard is insane. Like, I genuinely do not think the show would be the same if Benji was not in the series, because Benji is the secret sauce to the show's formula. Why do you think Disventure Camp All Stars didn't do so good? A lot of people who say because of Rhea, Jake, many people. But I also think one of the reasons why All Stars didn't do so good was because of the comedy aspect. It feels like most of the characters who were kind of like comedy, like joke characters, went out really early. Or some of them were like, a lot of them weren't even like series. Like, I feel like the only comedy character, like the character who could deliver the best jokes was Yul, and he got 9th place. My match are like really good, but there was still like I think like 10 episodes left of the series. I feel like if Benji got second, I think season 4 wouldn't be as good as people would say. Wouldn't be as good as it's turned out to be. I feel like Benji's being really underappreciated, because when I see polls, Benji's normally gets like the least votes. Like, who's your favorite character? Benji always gets the least votes, which I'm gonna say we need to show more appreciation to Benji, because I think Benji's more of an important character than people give him credit for. But anyway, I guess this is the end of the video. Goodbye.